Kyle Busch took the checkered flag, his 5th win in 10 tries on the Truck Series. You talk about some of the debris out here. It gets much bigger than this on different parts of the river. This beam right here, part of the roof that was ripped off this garage during these storms. But this type of damage is no little crack, and according to police, what caused it was not an accident. Well, Melissa, behind me here, you can still see firefighters on the scene. This was definitely a talked about issue on our WHAS 11 Facebook page tonight. Fire took place directly to my left. Right now, the boards are still up in the window. But other victims we talked to said that they actually had rocks like this bashed through their windows.
And Mike's joining us live with the scene right behind him. Hey, Mike.
Doug, that's right. I'm going to step out so you can see the flames behind me here. As we were getting ready to do our story on a rash of burglaries here in Clark County, we're out and all of a sudden we see fire trucks, police cars coming up, and this is what you're looking at right now. There are flames shooting out of this home. We have been able to confirm that there is one person being rescued from this home. Just in the last few minutes, I've actually been able to catch a little whiff of that natural gas that's in the air. Fire officials here saying that contractors working for the Louisville Water Company struck a 4-inch plastic natural gas line when they were out here doing some work to the water lines. This is the scene behind me. Crews are still here on the scene working to fix that break. Fire officials again saying that it was a contractor out here doing some work. This is some video from Sky 11 earlier over the scene. Firemen telling us that 20 homes in this area were evacuated.
I thought I was going to die.
Clark County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
June 28, 2009 is a day sliced into Holly McGuire's memory.
You just dream about it. You just have nightmares. They don't go away.
That night, Holly was drinking with some friends here at the Valley Apartments in Scottsburg. James Johnson was one of the people there. Johnson had only been out of prison for 45 days after being convicted of sexually abusing his then 4- and 2-year-old daughters in 2005.
You just felt cold. You could just tell he was evil.
With the party winding down, Holly says she went back to her apartment to sleep. Minutes later, Johnson and a friend knocked on her door asking for a few beers. Drinks in hand, the men left, but Johnson returned shortly after, and Holly let him in.
I go to the bathroom, I come out, and he attacks me. Punch me, grab my hair, slam me up against the wall.
Johnson told Holly if she didn't perform oral sex on him, he'd stab her. When she didn't,
I just held the knife back, just fought with him. It just until my hand, until I couldn't hold it no more, till it cut through my hand. And then once it was over in the middle, I just kind of let go, let it just go into the middle of my throat.
Holly says Johnson raped her and left her for dead, but came back several times to see if she was breathing.
Horrific. I don't know how to describe it.
Pretending to be dead in a pool of her own blood, Holly found enough strength to get up and go to a neighbor's.
I had to get help. I didn't think I had much time.
Is she breathing?
Yeah, she's conscious. She's got a cut over her neck. Her left eye is swollen. She's been beat up pretty good.
She couldn't look at me. She was screaming.
Police arrested Johnson, charging him with attempted murder and rape. The rape charge was dropped this September after Johnson pleaded guilty to attempted murder and criminal confinement. Which brings us to today, Johnson's sentencing.
I want to know if he has any regret for what he did.
James, you have any remorse for what you did to Holly? She says she forgives you. Do you forgive yourself? Inside the courtroom, the judge handed Johnson the maximum sentence prosecutors wanted, 70 years in prison.
He might have thought that he won that night, but he didn't. I'm a lot stronger than he is. He just picked the wrong girl.
A girl who will never forget the horror she's endured. One who's come to forgive James Johnson.
The best feeling in the world. I waited 2 years for it, so.
The left side of Holly McGuire's face needed to be reconstructed after the beating she took. She has almost no vision in her left eye and sees a doctor about 3 times a month to deal with various issues from the incident. As part of today's sentencing, the Scott County, Indiana judge ordered James Johnson pay $5,000 restitution to help with Holly's medical bills. I'm Mike Colombo, WHAS 11 News.
The Blue Star flag is what you put up when a family member or close friend deploys to a war zone.
And for the last year, Captain Nate Burgess has been serving in Afghanistan.
I wish that he was here.
Spend a few minutes with 5-year-old Kale and you'll find out
That's what Dad looks like. My dad gave me this. Smell it. It smells just like my dad.
his dad
I love him.
is always on his mind.
My mom misses him too.
We made the links.
1, 2, 3,
In the beginning, he's totally excited.
4, 5, 6, 7.
After, 2 or 3 months, it's like, yeah, we gotta take a link down.
It means that he's coming home soon. 7 days.
You see, Nate's return home hasn't exactly been set in stone.
And it was like, no, he's not gonna be here for your birthday. Kale was heartbroken.
Determined not to fail her mission of a special birthday for her sons,
And he's hoping for G.I. Joes and Transformers.
Jessica cut, wrapped, and taped.
Their birthdays are really close together, and so we figured one great big present would be cool.
Please hold for your message.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
This message is to confirm that the torch flight has landed at the final destination.
I sent you a big birthday present, and Mommy said it got delivered. It's in the garage.
It's big.
He's home.
Well, hello there. How are you?
Who needs a G.I. Joe when your dad is the real thing?
Come here. Come see Daddy.
I miss you.
You missed me.
And with the Burgess family whole again, that distinguishing decoration can finally come down.
And you leave it up throughout the entire tour, and you take it down when they come home.
Both Jessica and Nate had been planning this surprise for a few months, and the boys will have a formal birthday party later this month. Maybe the best news of all, no more deployments scheduled for Dad. I'm Mike Colombo, WHAS 11 News.